AK, you made this?
What's up with everybody, man? I'm your host, Avi, and you're sparking up with VANSNWEED. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notifications button, man. Today we got young Bari outside with us, fucking with us outside.
Cheer. Come on,
man.
Energy vibes is right. You know I had to rock up. You
Exactly.
know what
Exactly, man. We got a legend in the building for real, man. Bay Area legend.
Man, I appreciate that. It's so much more to do, but I embrace it. You know?
For sure. So, we know you from Frisco, Fillmore to be exact.
Right.
What morals did San Francisco instill in you, and what ways did the city inspire the man you are today?
Well, to keep it real, man, like I tell everybody about San Francisco, man, I know as far as like how tourists look at it, it's a very like diverse spot. It's a lot of culture, a lot of places, a lot of buildings that people come through out the states, out the country to come rock up on this and stuff. But at the same time, it's a real place. You know, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of opportunity. You know, we got hoods, we got projects. You know what I'm saying? So, growing up in San Francisco, being from San Francisco, I just always had that balance. You know what I'm saying? From the streets to the high class to the middle class. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was able to always, growing up, that's why I was always able to adapt with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And relate to different races and different cultures, just being from San Francisco, even though I'm from Fillmore. You know what I'm saying? So that exactly. So that's what's dope about being from the city.
Right.
I feel.
So, Frisco musically is going crazy right now. Let's talk about it. We got Larry Jones, Lil Bang, J-Bang, all the, you feel me, people that's coming up and that's really getting shine right now.
Them all the homies.
Exactly. You know, and the city is known for so much more around, you know, around the world. Thousands of tourists, like you said, come every day just to visit the city.
Right.
What don't they see? What's the real culture in the city? The real culture.
I feel like I said, at the end of the day, we get underestimated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, just as far as like real people and people that come from a real place, they look over that because of the stereotypes. You feel me? With the gay stuff and all that stuff too. You feel me? So I just feel like if you really walk around the city with a real San Franciscan, you know what I'm saying, they gonna show you the other side of San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we got the food spots, we got the festivals, we got the, like I said, we got the inner cities as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of culture in the city. You feel me? Like Muni, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know about San Francisco, you know shopping. You know what I'm saying? The piers, the views, you know, it's a lot of legendary spots in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, to me, I'm trying to bring, well, it's a lot of artists in San Francisco that's doing it as well, but we just want to let everybody know that even though we from San Francisco, we still come from a real place and we got a voice. You know what I'm saying? And the goal is to be an example. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell anybody like, San Francisco is the New York of the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Just to put it all in one, just to put it all in one for people that don't understand. We the Bay Area is New York, you know? Bay Area is Manhattan, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, people know about San Francisco, but they don't know about the culture, and just like all the artists that's doing their thing, and me as well, I feel like our job is to represent it and make it look great, make it look good, you know what I'm saying? And let people know that, you know, we here too. Don't sleep on us, you know what I'm saying? People talk about Richmond, people talk about Oakland, people talk about, which is historical places too, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of culture in Oakland, a lot of culture in Richmond, but San Francisco, you know, when people talk about the Bay Area, you have to talk about San Francisco. We are the Bay. We by the water, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, you know. We could talk. I could talk about the city all day. You feel me?
It's
a lot.
Right. I for sure feel that, man. Especially when you talking about how it's like the Manhattan, it's like the New York. It is. Everything is there. We go shopping out there. We go out there to, you know, get some good food for real.
Right. Where you from?
I'm from Richmond.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's funny.
So not to switch it on you, but I want to just ask you, just you being from Richmond, like, how you feel about San Francisco? Like, did you used to, your parents or your grandparents used to take you there as a kid? Did you understand it early, or you just now like accepting it and respecting it now, like as you older? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you feel about San Francisco coming from Richmond?
Right. You know what? I always love the city because we could go shopping out there. We go to the pier.
Exactly.
It had a lot of activities because, you know, in Richmond, we don't really got nothing like that.
Exactly.
So, but I didn't know about the hoods. I only knew about, what's that street called? That Powell Street. That's the only thing I knew about.
Yeah, that's where all the shopping and all the shit at.
Exactly. But now I really get to see everything, know about the hoods, know about the culture, and it's actually dope. And I feel like y'all get a lot of shine too. Right. Y'all get a lot of shine, and it's dope to see that. Right.
And to piggyback off that, it's like, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to the city, because it's like, even my friends that don't come from San Francisco, like, they didn't really experience the city until they got older. Like, they peoples used to take them out there when they was kids and stuff like that. But like you said, all you know is the tourist shit. The people that the tourists come and see. You feel me? But when you really be in the city and you know about the projects and you know about the Fillmos and the Hunters Points and the Lake Views and the Missions and the Excelsiors and the like, you gonna know. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game. You feel me? But go ahead.
So what was played around the house growing up or on car rides? What was mom's playing? What was that like?
Well, shout out to my parents, man. Shout out to Helen. You know, my mom's Helen. You know what I'm saying, and my pops Weary. You feel me? But I grew up cultured for real. Like, I grew up listening to everything, from 60s music to 70s music, 80s music, way before my time. You know what I'm saying? But I was I was heavily inspired by all that. Just growing up listening to that. But you know, I'm a 90s baby. I was born 1990, so that's what really heavily like inspired me musically and made me want to get into the game. Because when you growing up, I say this in a lot of interviews, but it's the truth, you know what I'm saying? But when you growing up watching Biggie, Puff, you know, Master P, No Limit, Cash Money, who else came out in the 90s? Even the R&B people that came out in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can you not be inspired by that? How can you not be inspired by a Hype Williams video? You know what I'm saying? Like, just the way his vision was and the Little X's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that just came out in the 90s at that time is what really inspired me. But I grew up listening to everything, though. Like, I'm cultured when it comes to music. Like, any type of music I grew up listening to, you feel me?
Yeah, same for me, man. I never just stuck on like rap or anything or R&B. It was rock, all type of shit.
That's
like,
dope.
You feel me?
That's
like,
dope.
If it sound good, I'm gonna slap it at the end of the day.
And it expand your ear too. You know what I'm saying? It help you have a real good ear for music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I've always been talented when it came to my ear too. Like, I tell myself probably whenever I start, cause I don't want to like rap forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely want to use what I do to get into other things. So I feel like one of my gifts is really like having an ear for music. So maybe one day I could be like a CEO and executive, have my own label, put people on. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. You know? Yeah.
I hope you do, man.
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's dope as fuck. We need that for real.
That's the goal. Yeah, me and my manager talk about it all the time. So it's like, you know, we starting from the ground up. We doing it how it's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we talk about, we actually jot down and we actually do. You know, we execute our vision. You know, that's what I love about my team and everybody that just been rocking with me since day one. Shout out my cousin Philmo Rocky as well. You know, everything we talked about, we did. You know what I'm saying? But it was a goal first. It was a vision first. You know what I'm saying? So
I know that feels good.
Real.
I know that feels good.
Yo.
Before we get into the MOB era of your career, let's talk about this new record you just released, titled Lottery, feat Nate Curry. What was the inspiration behind that record?
Well, Lottery came about, shout out to Drew Banga. He's a producer from out of Oakland right now that's going crazy. So me and Drew been talking about doing a project for a while. And, you know, timing is everything. I tell everybody that, you know, I'm a type of artist, I move at my own pace, you know what I'm saying? Because I know from the outside looking in, people look at artists as like robots sometimes, like we not human, you know what I'm saying? But I be having like real life situations going on, you know? I'm not the only mouth I got to feed, you know, I got a family, I got all type of stuff going on other than just music, you know what I'm saying? Music is my getaway, you know what I'm saying? So anytime I get in that space, I plan to make timeless music, you know what I'm saying, wherever it take me, you know what I'm saying, and quality is very important to me too. So yeah, so yeah, Drew, we just locked in with Drew. My cousin Rock set it up, you know what I'm saying, and we locked in with Drew. Drew just made a couple beats. He made probably like 5-6 beats in like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's how talented he is. Just to let y'all know. You feel me?
That's a sort of my time.
So and one of the beats was Lottery, and you know, we recorded all the beats, and Lottery was actually the last record that we was working on. You feel me? Project coming soon, just to let y'all know. Lottery was the last record, and it was hard for me to find somebody to get on it. I always like to show people how versatile I am, like as far as like with my music. Like I just don't want people to keep me in one box. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make all type of records. You know what I'm saying? Like if you listen to my catalog and my projects, none of them sound the same. Every song on there don't sound the same. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Lottery was the last record, and I was trying to find a singer to get on, and it took me a while. You know, I sent it to a couple people. You know what I'm saying? Some of it didn't work out, but I landed it in Nate Curry hands. He's an artist from out of Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? He's on the come up. He dope. My manager actually told me about him. I didn't know who he was. So I went to research his music, and I'm like, okay, bro, hard, he dope. I'm like, I'm gonna send him the record to see what he do with it. So when he did it, I was like, man, this is different. It kind of like challenged me a little bit. You feel me? Because I'm like, first of all, people ain't gonna expect this type of record from me, and it's different. You know what I'm saying? Don't no record sound like this record right now. You feel me? So, me feeling like that, and my manager always pushing me to be that type of artist too, like, bro, you can do it. Like, you feel me? Like, anything you put your mind to, you can do it. It's the record, bro. I think this the one we need to put out first. You know what I'm saying? So Nate Curry killed it. You know what I'm saying? I did my thing, and it came together, and I'm just ready to see the results. And since I put it out, people been rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, been loving the feedback and stuff like that. So that's the record we pushing right now. Lottery out right now, single video out right now. How you feel about it?
I actually like it. I just heard it today. I actually like the singing too. You know what I really like about you as an artist?
What's up?
Your voice never changed. You always sounded. If you hear Young Bari shit, you know it's Young Bari, because I don't know, it's very distinct. Like, you really, that's what I like the most about it. For real. Like,
nah, for real, like. And it's like I can't sound like nobody else. Who else I'm gonna be? You feel me? And the goal is was to always be original and stand out. You know, I look up to artists that's original and unique, like the 40s and the Keek the Sneaks and you know, voices you hear like Snoop Dogg, like voices you hear and you know it's them. You know what I'm saying? So when you growing up being inspired by that, listening to all them dudes, like, you know, it took me a minute to find my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because as an artist, you're constantly growing and you're constantly finding yourself, but I'm at a point where I know where I am, I know my pocket, I know who I am, so, you know, it just come out effortlessly, and I just want people to realize that I'm just growing as an artist. I'm evolving, you know, every day. You know, the goal is to be bigger than the Bay. You feel me?
For sure.
Once you get this sold up, you want the world to love you. You feel me? What you winning for if you don't feel like that? You know what I'm saying? So. Just trying to make it look great, you know, continue to make this thing look great.
Exactly,
you know?
I totally agree with that. Be bigger than the Bay, for sure. So take us to the beginning. I mean, you know, the MySpace days, the 3XL2s.
You know.
When the Hype Moon was big, the functions, all that, you know. Can you explain to the people that don't know, what was the Bay like in the early 2000s?
Man, it was ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like you said, it was hypey. It was a lot going on. You feel me? But it was fun at the same time. We lost a lot of people, but you know, if you flip that negative into a positive, you know, I grew up in the function era. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to love going to parties. You know what I'm saying? And I was a big dancer back in the day too. You feel me? Like when the turf dancing movement hit and stuff like that. You feel me? So it's like me just going to functions all the time and you know, going to different cities, going to different areas, partying and stuff like that. A lot of that inspired me and inspired the music that I made today too. Cause you know what I'm saying? I don't really consider, people might consider my sound as hyphy, and I definitely got like hyphy records and stuff like that.
Sure.
But if you listen to my catalog, I got all type of records. You feel me? I try to touch everybody, every era. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more like Mob, you know, Mob, Hyphy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I got records for the ladies too, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's the biggest audience for real.
I just feel like I go wherever it take me. When I hear a beat, I go wherever it take me, whatever I'm feeling at that time. You feel me? I just feel like I'm a whole vibe all together in general. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, back in them days, man, it was mainly, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, it was fun. You feel me? A lot of great music came out of that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of relationships, a lot of great people. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of love, a lot of hate. You know, the yin and yang. Everything is a balance. You know what I'm saying? It's a pros and cons to everything. But yeah, that era was a very classic timeless era. You know what I'm saying? That we probably only understood at the time. The world probably didn't understand it at the time. But at the same time, even if they didn't understand it, they were still taking from us.
Right.
You feel me?
Exactly.
They were still taking from us because we trendsetters. Ain't no place like the Bay.
I'm telling you.
No place, bro.
I'm telling you. And they know when you go out of state, they know you when you from the Bay.
Right.
You feel me? We got that type of swag for real.
Right.
Like.
I just hate when people just keep us at that time. You feel me?
The hyphy, yeah.
You feel me? Because it just make it seem like we on some goofy shit when it's not. When that's not really what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it's a classic time. I would never talk down on it. You know, hyphy is always in my heart. You know, I come from that. So, yeah, man, it's just time to take it to bigger places and higher things, higher levels. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. Yeah. So let's take it back a little bit. Let's talk that MOB, My Other Brother album.
Yeah.
I believe you dropped that in 2008, right?
Yep, 2008.
Right. So I know you already know, but that On My Own Hype, that So Mobby, literally legendary out here in the Bay. If somebody don't know them 2 songs, they not from here, period. They're not from here.
I appreciate that.
I'm telling you, bro, like, you see, I'm from Richmond.
Right.
And we was slapping that shit, so I was probably like 9 at the time. We was, what?
Richmond really,
Bari, what?
Richmond really my second home though, cause you know I went to school out here and I graduated from Pinot. So y'all embraced me before the city did. You feel me? Like the city knew about me. I was always on my grind, but the city didn't really hop on me until I really had like a record that blew. You know what I'm saying? Like people knew I was doing my thing, but it's like Richmond was the first city to actually embrace me, book me, because I used to rock with this DJ named DJ Gary, and he did all like back when I came out back in them days, like in 08 and stuff like that. He used to DJ all the parties out here, and then just me being from the city, I used to tell him, I'm like, man, you need to DJ, you really raw, you need to DJ more. You need to DJ other places than just DJing in Richmond. You feel me? You need to like really move around. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then that started happening. And every time Gary DJ, he played that record. You feel me? He quarterbacked that record. So shout out DJ Gary. You know, I got the beat from him, produced by Tracks FDR. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, y'all been embraced me, you know, the rich men rock on. And it's hard to get embraced out here, especially when you ain't from here. You know how y'all politics is.
Oh,
you feel
God,
me? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but real recognize real at the end of the day, no matter where you from.
For sure.
And then My Own Hype, P-Lo produced that. A lot of people don't know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, P-Lo made that beat. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, bro. We used to really be, even after years later, we was still slapping that, really going crazy.
Nah, for real.
That's what my song for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
like,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Y'all blew that shit up for real. You feel me? Shout out to the rich.
Y'all crazy.
Y'all blew that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Let's talk that 106 in Park. That was one of the biggest shows in the early 2000s.
Right.
That, you know, every hot artist at the time was featured on there. How'd you end up getting on that platform? That was big.
Yeah.
That still is big. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Buzz is.
So, another shout out Big Mike from UGMX. He doing this thing. He do a lot of stuff with the youth and stuff. And around that time, Mike was just a person that had a lot of connections with BET. He probably still do. You know what I mean? And he threw like a talent show or something like that up in San Jose. And I didn't want to do it at first because I just felt like it was kind of corny, and I was already booming. So I'm like, man, I don't gotta do talent shows no more. Like, what I'm gonna do a talent show for? Like, so I almost caulked it up, but me and Rock sat down and talked about it. We was like, man, if we perform and we really win and go to BET? So it was a contest. So whoever won, you go to 106 in Park.
Right,
You feel me?
okay.
He like, bro, what if we really do that and we win though?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know what, you right, bro. I'm like, we the hardest. We definitely gonna win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to performing, ain't nobody. You gonna have a hard time performing after me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we performed, we killed it. We ended up winning. You
Right.
feel me? And that's when we performed on 106 in Park. That's when everybody seen us for the first time. I had on the 100 rack shirt. You feel me? It used to be on YouTube, but I think they just took it off. But yeah, we went out there and showed out, man. To the point where I thought I was coming back home with a deal.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But it was all talk at the end of the day. But we got some stuff out of it, you know, made some connections. And they invited us back to perform again. So I actually performed twice on 106.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So yeah, that was an experience. You know what I mean? Like coming from where we come from, you know, you don't never think that you don't never think something like that gonna happen.
That's not
you
106
feel
in
me?
Park.
And it came so fast, like you
Mhm.
feel me? Like my success came so fast,
Right.
bruh. Like it was wild. Like I was literally still a kid. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was dope though.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
dope
hell
experience.
Yeah.
Met people, made some connections. First time in New York. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's dope seeing that because, like I just said, that was a big platform at the time.
Yeah,
so
I appreciate
being on there,
it. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, like you talked about, you dropped 2008. You dropped the MOB album. Then 2014, you dropped that the project Mob Solo. Then 2017, The Meeting. 2018, Played Bari. And just recently, 2021, you dropped the EP titled Mafioso. How have you grown as an artist and a person? And what have you learned in the span of 13 years of being in the game?
Man, to keep it real, man, like what keep me going is first of all, you gotta live life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta even if it's your passion, even if you love it, you can't never go away from reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's what keep me grounded. Like just my family, remembering where I come from, and seeing myself, feeling myself constantly like evolving, and you know what I mean. Like that's what keep me going to not want to go back to that place again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because it's like when you come from that, it's like why would you want to go backwards? Why wouldn't you want to go forward?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
the things I go through, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't complain about it because it make you who you are. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
sure.
Life is a balance. Like you just gotta master it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Right.
master this thing. You feel me? And once you figure that out, I feel like you'll be straight. But yeah, man, just my peers too. You know, my peers believing in me. You know, I don't have too much of a big circle. My circle real small, and
Right.
I don't have no yes man around me. So it's
Right,
like,
you shouldn't.
yeah, like people that's around me want the best for me. You know what I'm saying? Like even if they don't agree with me, like you gotta understand, I'm the one that's gonna change it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the golden ticket. You know what I'm saying? But without y'all, I'm not gonna be where I need to be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's
Right.
like, man, like I really love this. Like I got a real passion about it. You know what I'm saying? I've been feeling like this since you know, like before I was rapping. You know, we was hooping. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody that come from the hood, they got that hoop dream.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
But it's like I knew I was gonna get into something. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I was gonna get into some type of entertainment or something. You feel me? And
Right.
just growing up, my mom just always installed in me and told me like, whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Don't
Right.
let nobody tell you can't be what you want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just me having that grounded foundation inspired me, and like I can't give up on my dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people like you know, everybody go through their situations on why they give up. You know, everybody got their own story. So
Right.
I don't fault nobody on why they gave up or why they did what they did to not continue what they want to do. But it's like I said, where I come from and just things that I was raised around, it's like I can't give up. You know what I'm saying? Looking at other people's mistakes and stuff like that, like I can't give up on my dreams. Like I feel like if I give up on my dreams, and I felt myself, you know, I felt my family, I felt my loved ones, people around me. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope people hear it in my music. You know, hear it when I talk. Like I'm really built for this. I'm made for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make San Francisco look good. I want to make Fillmore look good. I want to make the Bay Area look great. You know what I'm saying? So that's just always been the mission since I was a youth. Since y'all been seeing me young, like that always been the mission. I made a lot of mistakes too. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the goal is to learn from them. You know what I'm saying? And don't let it beat yourself up, because you know, when you learn from it, then you're on the right track. If you keep making the same mistakes, then you just content, you complacent. You know what I'm saying? You comfortable with your situation. You know what I mean?
I love the confidence.
Nah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
So, as we talked about the uniqueness in your voice and how we always know it's you.
Yeah.
You still don't curse in your music.
Nah, I don't.
You still don't curse in your music. How important to you is it, you know, to keep it like that, to keep the curse words out? And is it actually in your vocabulary at all? Cause you're not even cussing right now. I ain't hear you say it.
No, it's in my vocabulary.
Oh, okay.
I'm from Fillmore.
Right.
I done heard it all, seen it all.
Right.
Family crazy. You feel me? Like, it's in my vocabulary. I just don't do it on wax. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it don't got nothing to do with how I grew up. It was just a decision that I made for myself. You know what I'm saying? Cause I came out with my first album when I was 14, right? It's called Here I Come. I got the Warriors jersey on. It's still online. You can still see it. I wasn't cussing then. So I'm telling myself, why would I start cussing now? You feel me? Like, if I can still get my point across without using that, you know, it's like, why not? And it come natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally when I write to a beat, if I get stuck or think of, or because a lot of people rap, they cuss because they can't think of another word to put in right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm so creative. I make up a word. You feel me? I think of a word that ain't nobody never said before and just say it on rap. And then it's crazy that people like that's how Mobby came about. You feel me? Wasn't nobody saying Mobby until I came out. You know what I'm saying? That's my word. You feel me? Like, to the point where my cousin Rock was like, "What is that? That's not gonna work. Like people not gonna understand it." You feel me? I'm like, "Rock, trust me, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, that's the point. When they go right, we want to go left. We want to be different. You know what I'm saying? So I make up words all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm so original, like, it just come easy. So I'm like, man, and it's a lot of artists that ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be, not saying we make the same type of music, but I want people to look at me like the Bay Area, like Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Because Rakim didn't cuss in his lyrics. But he talked about street stuff all the time, or whatever type of record he made. He had a lethal tongue, but no cussing though. Go over your head, you feel me? So a lot of that go over a lot of people's heads. So, and like I said, I must be doing something right. You feel me? People know about me. I've been on BET, I've been on the radio. I done did everything that people still my age still working for. You know what I'm saying? I done accomplished already at a young age. So I'm doing something right. And I be looking at the bigger picture, like as far as like people that like brands and stuff, like brands that want to do something with me or something, like that don't accept like that type of music or something like that. Like, literally anybody can listen to my music.
Grannies, anybody.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's the goal. Feel me?
That's so impressive because especially now, everybody, you know, even back then people was cussing, but you know, right now
my favorite rappers cuss. I don't put that against nobody.
For sure.
It's just what I do.
But it is impressive though for you to still be where you are, still get played, and you not cussing. Because a lot of people be like, well, I don't know. You know how people be, you know.
It's different, huh?
It's different. I ain't never. Everybody cussing their music. I think you're the only one that don't, right?
Yeah, I never really looked at it from that perspective.
Yeah, it's impressive. It really is. Like you said, how they put a cuss word because they think of another word. That makes so much sense to me. Not you saying it. And
mostly people just be like, forget it. I'm gonna say what I feel. I'm gonna say what's on my chest. Hey, to each his own. That's how you rock. You feel me? I get my big homies and my partners joke with me all the time. Like, man, this boy Bari really be cussing. Like, people really knew. Like, but he don't cuss in his raps. But don't trip. They don't even trip how different and crazy that is. Though. You feel me? Like, who's doing that? You know what I'm saying? And some people would be like, it'd be crazy. I'll be hearing it all. Like it's crazy if people would hit me. Just even if they on some joke stuff, it'll probably be some truth to it too. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all today. You feel me? Like, it'll be some truth probably to it too. Like, man, maybe if you just went on a record one day and just spazzed and just said anything that came off the top of your head, cuss, whatever, maybe it'll really blow.
Right.
You feel me? But that's not what I want.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I don't want people to I don't want people to look at me like that. Like I finally gave up on what I came in here to do.
Right.
Just to get a quick check or a quick success or a quick butt. Now I'm gonna ride this thing out for being true to me. You feel me?
Right.
That's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Even if you being funny or even if it's some truth to it, that's your opinion, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm obviously doing something right. And at the end of the day, I'm nicer than you. So I'm not even worried about what your opinion is. You know what I'm saying? So it just be crazy. You feel me?
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
So last year you dropped that Mobby merch. Is it merch? I don't want to get it wrong.
No, it's merch. It's merch.
Okay.
Yep.
Can we be expecting something for the summer or maybe the winter, fall, something
Off top.
like that?
So the thing is, every time I drop a project, I always come out with merch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But me and my manager and my team, we talk about it. We're definitely going to be more consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? Because every time we drop, we sell out. Every time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it will be some more merch coming when the Drew project come, and I got other projects I'm working on too. You know, it's always merch when I come out with music though. But yeah, for my peoples that rock with my merch, I appreciate y'all, and we will be more consistent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Look out for that.
For sure.
Look out for that.
Yeah.
So how do you continue to stay relevant after all this time? Because a lot of artists have came and they went.
Yeah.
But you still here, still dropping, and still getting support.
Yeah.
So how do you stay motivated to stay like, okay, like I can still do this.
Right.
It still can happen for me.
Man, really tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? I don't be worried about what nobody else doing, what nobody else moving, how anybody else moving. I just be focused on my brand, and I be focused on what I got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you just focus on you, like everything else is like you're not even. You know, it's like it's ghost town. Everything else is ghost town.
Right.
You feel me? Like that's my advice. You feel me? Like, just keep putting points on the board. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you keep scoring, you're doing the right thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's how you stay relevant. Like, of course, know what's going on. You know, you can't be no dinosaur. You know what I'm saying? You gotta definitely know what's going on. But just focus on you and continue to work on your brand. You feel me? Keep evolving, keep growing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a follower, be a leader. You know?
Right.
Do something that's gonna change something. You feel me? Like, you know, and that's hard for a lot of artists because a lot of artists just look at this like a nowadays like it's a quick bag. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
It's really no like passion behind it. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of mess it up for the real artists that really care and really want to make music that's gonna change some stuff and make people feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I let the people talk for me too.
Right.
You know? I'm braggadocious because I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? I love myself. I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know who I am.
Right.
You know what I mean? I done seen with my own eyes how I affect people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, like, it's like, man, like, it's you gotta just do you. You know what I'm saying? You can't worry about nobody else, man. You gotta just do you. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you gotta do you.
Okay.
You feel me?
You giving y'all a cheat code. You better listen.
Yeah.
You better listen. So how do you go about picking producers, and what qualities do they have to have for you to, you know, be like, I want to work with you?
Well, the producer thing, I would say, like, I'm always looking for new producers. You know what I'm saying? People that rock with the beats and stuff like that. But I kind of been blessed with my situation because I just grew up around so many talented people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really just had the cheat code at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being around the J Ants. You know what I'm saying? Being around the Sues, because that's who produced on all my beat, all my projects. You feel me? The J Ants, the Sues, the Pilos. I got some upcoming producers too, like the Dominoes and the who else? Like, I got Cuddy producers, like a whole bunch of producers that I've worked with. But yeah, man, I just really I stick with my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I just try to keep working with producers that I've been working with. You know what I'm saying? And that know my sound.
Right.
You feel me? upcoming producers, if I like your beats, if I feel like you dope, I'm gonna reach out.
Right.
I'm gonna tap in. You feel me? And I used to make beats myself, so you know, at the end of the day, man, it's like if you raw, if you dope, I'm gonna be on you gonna be on my radar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can make the people dance, if you can make the people feel good, you're gonna be on my radar.
Right.
But yeah, I kind of stick with the people that I've been doing music with.
Because they already know.
Yeah, because they just know how to come. And as far as upcoming producers, it's very rare. You know what I'm saying? It just got to be on my radar. If it's on my radar, then I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying? But I like to be hands-on with everything. I like to sit with the producer. I like to tell the producer my vision, what I want to do, what sounds I want. You know what I'm saying? Even if they got it, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know they gotta play me the beat for me to really, cause I won't like something, you know what I'm saying? You might pay me 3 beats, you feel me? I might not like the first 3, you feel me? So yeah, I'm just really, I'm really serious about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like my ear for music is like, I just be trying to be on some Quincy Jones when it comes to my ear, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, shout out to all the producers out there. Y'all just as important as the artists. You know what I'm saying?
Engineers, all that.
All that. You feel me? Without the producers, there's no songs being made.
Right.
You feel me? So shout out to every producer that believed in me, that before the money, all that rocked with me before I even knew business. You know what I'm saying? All that. Like, now my job is to get the producers paid. You know, every time I do a record. You know what I'm saying? Or have some type of publishing, or have some split down the middle. You know what I'm saying? Right. So shout out to producers.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay, so what are some essentials that you have to have in the studio to get them creative juices flowing?
Yeah. Good conversation. You know, people that's gonna keep me inspired, keep me motivated. Of course, my team. You know, people that's gonna give me their honest opinion. It's gonna be there. I don't really like a lot of people in the studio. I'm not with all that 30, 40, 50 people in the studio.
I never understood that.
Yeah. Because I gotta focus. You know what I'm saying? This is art. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, I need my privacy. You know what I'm saying? So I only like my loved ones and my team around me if they are in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Of course, weed. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big marijuana smoker, big flower smoker. There might be some drink around, you feel me? But I'm not a big drinker, you feel me? Yeah, that's about it. You know, we keep it simple over here. We don't do no extra stuff, you know what I'm saying? But definitely good conversation, you know what I'm saying? And then when it come to that, you know when to cut it off and cut it on. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to talk hella much in the studio. I don't like people that talk hella much in the studio. Especially when I'm recording and I can hear you. Like, come on, bro. You throwing me off. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to get on.
Exactly.
You feel me?
You got to get out now.
Yeah, but yeah, we keep it simple, man. Over here. Mobby, my other brother, man, we keep it simple. You feel me?
For sure. Yeah. So have you been on tour yet?
Yeah, I've been on tours before, but I've never been on my own tour.
So is that a next step that you want to?
Yeah, that's something I'm trying to get. Yeah, that's a bucket list. You know, that's a bucket list. You know, even if it's like a small city tour around here, like a 7-city tour or something like that.
That'd be dope.
That'd be cool too. You know, so we just, you know, we talking about all that, but you know, at the end of the day, it starts with the music. You know? All that come along. All that come along when the music is there. You feel me? Because like, at the end of the day, man, people don't know, like, behind the scenes, that stuff ain't cheap. Being on tour costs. You feel me? Especially when you coming out your own pocket. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we just focused on the music, man. We know all that stuff gonna come. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been on people tours. People done brought me out. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to accomplish my own tour. I never accomplished my own tour, so that'd be dope. Or anybody that's big and touring that want to put me on their tour, you feel me? Like, it's good. We available. You feel me?
Get that work.
You ain't gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna come rock that thing. You feel me?
Everything.
And it's gonna be people that's really gonna pull up and come see me. You feel me? Like, I got a real cult following. You feel me? So shout out to my fans out there too.
We needed you at Rolling Loud 2019. Bay Area, we needed you there. I was like, everybody in here, but where's Young Bari? Like, that's, you found D-Lo, your brother, everybody else got the hits. You feel me? What about?
Hey, I don't know why they still sleeping on me, man. I don't know.
They better wake up.
I don't know what the reason is, but we don't pay attention to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The people,
Right.
y'all keep speaking up for me. Y'all keep talking for me, man. Because if it wasn't for y'all, if it wasn't for the youth, I wouldn't even be here. So y'all keep keeping it lit for me because we still here and we still applying pressure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. So I always say people only get to see the wins. They never get to see the process or what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So what would you say some trials and tribulations on this journey that you have to like really go through?
Just coming up in the music.
Yeah, coming to the music.
Probably not making like the best decisions. Probably like as far as like business wise.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, I was a kid back then, and my pops was managing me too. So it was a lot of stuff he didn't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he not even knowing how I popping, how sold I'm getting it. You know, how everybody going crazy out here.
Right.
So you know, I'm just coming home telling him like, man, pops, I need a manager. Like, you know what I'm saying? You trying to manage me, like, feel me? So it's like we both learning. You know.
Yeah.
So it probably was a lot of business. It was probably a lot of business choices and stuff like that, and probably was like you know, things that I didn't know back then that I know now. You know what I'm saying? Just as far as like, just because, you know, the music thing get tricky because it's like it's so many politics and there's certain codes, you know, you gotta crack. You feel me? And you might not know the code. You feel me? It might take you forever to know the code.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, if you really focus on that too much, it'll drive you crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you gotta just be around people that keep you grounded and just focus on why you here and focus on why you love it and why you doing it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I made a lot of mistakes, man. I embrace them though. I don't feel bad about them because it made me who I am today. You know, they what you call them? They growing pains. You feel me? That's all it is.
Make a whole lot of sense.
You feel me? It's just straight growing pains. You know. It's either gonna make you or it's gonna break you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I don't regret anything that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Because it made me the shark I am today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to the losses, man. Yeah. Shout out to all the stuff that I didn't understand that I understand now. You know, I don't use them as I don't use that as excuses. You feel me? Because that's what it sounds like.
Right.
The more you grow and the more you evolve and stuff, and people ask you like however they feel from the outside looking in, why you ain't here or why you ain't there, and you talk about why you didn't experience this or you didn't get a chance, it just sound like you like, I don't know, it just kind of sound like you making excuses to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Learn from that and just grow and just go crazy. You feel me? That's all you could do. People gonna talk regardless. Yeah. As long as you live. You feel me? So if you're not ready for that, you ain't ready for success.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
People gonna talk about you good or bad, no matter what. They don't know.
No matter what you doing.
No matter what you doing, what you got moving. You can sign a contract tomorrow. They don't even know. They still gonna talk about you. You feel me? Yeah. So tunnel vision, man. Right. Tunnel vision. You feel me?
That's basically a cheat code.
Yeah.
Tunnel vision. Okay. I'm learning something too during this interview.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I'm here to inspire, you know. I'm here to be an example, you feel me? And I'm learning from you too. Right. You know? Any conversation you have with somebody, you learn it. You're supposed to learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of having a conversation. Right. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing about performing?
Oh, man. Man, like I said, growing up, I've always been an entertainer. So as a kid, I was just, you know, when you growing up watching Michael Jackson, people like Michael Jackson and James Brown, you know, my pops used to take me to a lot of James Brown concerts when I was younger. Yeah, my pops a big James Brown fan, and well, I'll tell you some crazy stories. Like I really grew up watching a lot of OG performances, and you know they really care about that. They care about stage presence. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah, it ain't like it is now.
Yeah, so just growing up doing talent shows, and I remember one time I was a kid, and I don't know if you heard of Sheila E, but she's like a professional. She's a professional drummer. She from the Bay too. You know, the Latin drummer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she had a show in Oakland. It was like about a lake or something. Like, you feel me? And I'm like probably 12 at the time. I'm young at the time. You know what I'm saying? She get on the mic. She like, anybody down here want to like rap or perform, or basically anybody want to come down here and rock this thing, you feel me? She looking for a kid though. She looking for like youth, you feel me? 1 million kids raised their hands though, like a whole bunch of kids. Out of all them kids, she picked me though. You feel me?
Right.
Went up there, killed that thing, you feel me? Like, so just coming from that, you know, talent shows, watching people like Michael Jackson, James Brown, all that stuff, like, I just love performing, and it's a rush, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way people react and the things people do when you perform, like when you really rocking that thing, like they could have had a bad day that day and you just woke them up, you know what I'm saying? Being at your show, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I take that very seriously. Like, stage presence is important to me. Like, people that haven't heard your music before, you feel me? Like, they can watch you perform and become a fan, even if they ain't never heard your music, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's been hella times people coming to me, never heard of me, like, bro, you killed it, bro. Like,
y'all late.
Yeah, like, what's your name? Where can I find you? You feel me? Like, all type of races, you feel me? So, you touch people when you perform, you know, when you have a good stage presence and you really rock a crowd, you know, it's an art tool, you know what I mean?
For sure. So what do you want people to feel when they hear your music?
I want people to feel my growth, you know, feel that I'm evolving as an artist, feel that I'm different, you know what I mean? Feel that I'm coming from a real place. We all got flaws, but ain't nothing fake about me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really come from real. All I know is real, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you don't rock with me, if you don't like me, it's because you probably envy, probably jealous, you know what I'm saying? Probably got something to do with a chick or something that I don't know nothing about, you feel me? But something wrong with you if you don't rock with me, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't get the vision, and if you don't know, you're going to definitely find out later, you know what I'm saying? And everybody not going to like you, you know what I'm saying? Even people don't even got to know you. You feel me? And still talking about they don't like you. Like, bro, you don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know me, bro. So, at the end of the day, females too. You know, females, they talk mess more than the dudes nowadays. You feel me? So, yeah, so it's like, you can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, it's like, long as I stay me, stay true to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people just hear that when they hear my music and feel that, then I'm doing the right job. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to be an example. I'm here to inspire. You know, that's what I'm here to do. Like, my brain is different than these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't believe it or not, like, it really is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm here to stay. You know, I ain't going nowhere. My goal is to be a face to Bay Area music, you know, whether I'm a mogul or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's the goal, you know what I mean? And y'all favorite rappers respect me, you know what I'm saying? Every rapper y'all can think of, you know what I'm saying, that come from the Bay Area, from old to young, you feel me? If they on the come up, then, you know, because the youngsters nowadays, they don't really do their research, they don't really do their homework a lot, you know what I'm saying? So if it's a youngster that don't do their homework, he probably don't know about me. But a youngster that really grew up in Bay Area culture, they know what time it is. You know, I don't want to toot my own horn, but you know, a lot of people respect me out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up listening to a lot of artists that call my phone. You know what I'm saying? And I done had a conversation with that I thought of never, ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, never thought this would happen, you know what I'm saying? But when you grow up with a vision and a dream and you want to change some stuff and you want to change your life, your family life, you know what I'm saying? Like, make your people comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that believe in you, you know what I'm saying? Make them happy. Of course, make yourself happy, make yourself great, you know what I'm saying? First, don't forget that. Get yourself in the door first, you know what I'm saying? But don't forget about the people that molded you and that got you there. You know what I'm saying? So I just make sure I stay grounded with that, cause success changes you. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
seem humble though.
No, I'm very humble. Some people say I'm too humble. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like I said, I talk my stuff, but it's like I feel like everything happened for a reason. I'm a real spiritual person, and I feel like God wouldn't put me through certain situations and wouldn't put me in certain situations that I wasn't ready for. You know what I'm saying? I feel like He protects me. I feel like He know what I want, and I feel like He gonna get me there because He know how long I've been at it. You know what I'm saying? And I really worked for it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like man, I'm just here. I'm just here to be like a gym out here, like a real gym. You know what I'm saying? Like when people come to the Bay, they looking like they look for 40s and shorts. I want my name to be brought up in that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I think, man. And I just hope people respect what I do and accept what I do, because I'm bringing something different to the game. I'm bringing something different to the table. You know what I mean? Yeah.
For sure. So for the up and coming artists that's, you know, they got a little buzz, would you say that getting a manager is one of the smartest things to do in the beginning?
I think it is just it all depends on how you moving, because nowadays you really don't need a manager. The game done changed so much, like you could really do it all yourself. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to a certain position, you need a team. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do it all by yourself. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like, you know, getting your music out there and really putting the footwork in, you could do that to the net. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of, like, when we came in, we didn't really have no help. You feel me? Like, everything I accomplished, I did on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just me rocking my pops. You feel me? Like, a lot of them shows I was booking myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, manager is, the reason why I feel like I need I'm going to just talk on my perspective. The reason why I feel like I need a manager is because I need to focus on being an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so used to being self-managing myself. It's like, sometimes it gets overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, it's certain stuff that you don't know that a manager might. You feel me? Like, the thing with me and my manager, like, we yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got resources that I don't have, and I have resources that he don't have. So it works out. You know, he comes from the party field. You know, he used to be a promoter in the party field. You feel me? So he knows every promoter. Did one of the biggest parties in San Francisco Sundays. You feel me? So just him coming from that world and me coming from the rap world, we're both teaching each other something, because I'm learning game from him on that side, and he learning game from me on this side. You feel me? So it's like I'm blessed. It just ended up working out for me just the way I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? But it took hard work and dedication for me to get to that situation. You know what I'm saying? And we was partners before we even did business together. You feel me? Like, so it just happened organically. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't forced. You feel me? So if you do get a manager, it got to be somebody that really believe in you, believe in your vision. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be there with you when you the coldest, when you ain't popping, to when you the hottest. You know what I'm saying? Really gonna ride it out with you. You know what I'm saying? If they around you and they ain't thinking like that, then you don't need no manager. Just keep rocking with you and your peoples and go until somebody really believe in you. You know what I'm saying? But the manager is just cool just for business and for the look, and you feel me? Eventually you gonna need a manager. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, the more popping you get, because you can't do it all by yourself. Feel me? You don't want to and you don't want to handle that business. You feel me? You don't want to be the artist talking to everybody. You feel me? You too accessible. You don't want to be that accessible. You know what I'm saying? So things you got to think about. You know what I'm saying? But you could neck this thing until you get one though. You could really neck it. You feel me? Because it's easier and easier to get on now. You feel me? Back then it was kind of harder. You feel me? But
video type of stuff.
Yeah,
for sure. So the infamous question is, what you smoking on? What you smoking
right now
on,
I'm smoking on some fundraisers. Shout out fundraisers. Oops, Cool John, Daryl, the whole camp over there. This is some suds. I smoke a lot of different flavors. You know, I rock with everybody. You know, Cookie Fam, everybody that's doing their thing. I gotta smoke the best, so I'm tapped in with the people that got the best. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I get a lot of fundraisers a lot, because Cool John, that's my big bruh. So been knowing him for years as well. So I support my peoples.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's smoking too, though.
Yeah. No, it's definitely smoking. It's definitely smoking. So if you my peoples, I support you, especially if it's quality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support my peoples before I support anybody else.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
For sure. What's your first time getting high like? Remember that?
My first time, yeah, man. I was in Fillmore. At my cousin Rock spot. We was in the back, and the back of his spot, and it was me, him, and a few of the homies out there. You know what I'm saying? We smoking. Everybody know this is my first time. You know what I'm saying? We smoking. No, that actually wasn't my first time. That was my second time. My first time was prom. Junior prom.
High at prom?
Yeah. Junior prom. Before I go to we on our way to junior prom, and we all smoking. It's me, my cousins, and all that stuff. And yeah, I was loaded.
Right.
I was on the moon. You feel me? You know, back then we was smoking swishers too. You know what I'm saying? And I was getting out my basketball phase too. So.
Right.
That's why I wasn't really smoking back then, because I was an athlete, you feel me? So as soon as I stopped hooping, though, that's when I kind of got into the weed thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my junior prom, on my way to the prom, is when I smoked my first blunt.
Okay.
Over, loaded.
I bet. That's how I was.
Didn't look back since.
Right.
Yeah.
What would you say your favorite strain is? Like, what you go buy the most?
I mean, I buy, it varies, it's different. Like, I buy a lot of different flavors, but if I can only smoke one thing for the rest of my life, probably some OG.
OG Kush?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny because everybody that come on here say cookie. I'm on the blue cookie.
I mean, to each his own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But people make you gotta remember, like, people mix cookie with stuff too, but OG is mixed with everything in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that, like, I just had some OG Kush. When you find that real fire OG Kush, like San Fernando Valley, like real OG Kush, like. It's the taste, it's the high, everything. Like, when you find some real OG Kush, it's the best. Ain't nothing topping that.
Right.
Cause it got that zing. You feel me? Like that you gonna feel that little itching out your nose, everything. Like the taste is fire. Like, cause that's what I like. Like when I smoke weed, cause I smoke papers, so I like to taste my weed. You feel me? So. Like I say, if it ain't a joint, it ain't no point. You feel me? If it ain't in the paper, you ain't really smoking the flavors. You feel me? So it's like, I like to taste my weed. I like my weed to be strong. Right. Gotta have that zing to it. Like if it ain't making my eyes watery or my nose start running, then it ain't him. You feel me? So I really gotta smoke the best for real. Like I done got spoiled. You feel me? We all done smoked foofy before. You feel me? But it's like once I got my hands on the best, I ain't look back. You feel me? Like you gotta pay the cost to be the boss sometimes. You feel me?
For sure.
G.O.
Do you have a funny high story for us that you could tell us? Something just hella funny.
Yeah, I got a few of them.
Tell us one.
So one, I'm smoking, right? I'm smoking, I'm having a conversation. This when I had my little OG Pontiac. I miss my Pontiac, man. A lot of stories in that car. So I'm smoking, I'm just chopping it up. And you know, sometimes when you chop it up, you're not paying attention to the ash.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm smoking. When I'm smoking, I smell something burning. I'm like, it smells burning in here. I'm like, you don't smell that? I'm like, something burning. My boy pointed at my shirt. I looked at my shirt. I'm talking about, it's a hole this big in my shirt. Burning though, while I'm blowing though. I'm smoking. So while I'm smoking, I'm burning at the same time. I'm like, oh, bro, I'm catting off, bro. Like, crazy. I'm talking about a hole this big. I had to throw the whole shirt away.
I bet.
So that was hella funny because it's like I was so basically saying I was so high, I didn't even peep that my shirt was burning, and I didn't smell the shit until the last minute. You feel me? Like, you know, when you smell fire, you're supposed to instantly. You feel me? I'm letting that thing rock.
Man,
you feel me?
What time is you?
I'm letting that thing rock on some high shit. You feel me? But yeah, that was one of the top ones for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about creating your own strain?
Absolutely. Coming soon. you know, people in my ear all the time about it. You feel me? So
everybody doing it now. So
yeah, I mean, I smoke it. I might as well.
might as well.
I'm buying everybody else shit. You
Might
feel
as well
me?
buy your own. You have your
You know
own
what I'm
on
saying?
hand. You know.
But it's coming for sure.
Yeah, look out for that.
It's
Sure,
coming.
sure.
Yeah.
So, I know you said papers, but the question is bongs, papers, pipes, or woods. Do you hit anything else? I know you said you smoke papers. Have you ever hit a bong?
Yep.
That's pure too.
Yep. Shout out Nick Maples, first person I smoked with. I smoked the bong with. That's who brought me on with the bong.
You like it?
Yeah. I rock with bong. Shout out to Oops too, my boy Oops. He a big bong smoker. I'll be smoking with him. So anything that's healthy and clean, man, I'm for it. So bong, papers. Like I said, when you come from smoking hella tobacco, blood, like that was a real dark time at that time. But I'll be disappointed in myself when I be like, damn, I used to really smoke swishers back to back to back to back to back. You feel me? So, and yes, for my wood smokers out there, I done tapped a few woods. You feel me? Kissed a few woods.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, papers is the wave.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. So how do you feel about edibles? You like them or you like them?
No, I don't rock with edibles.
You don't like with edibles?
Yeah,
Why
I don't
not?
rock with edibles. I just don't like how they make my body feel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that body high.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
where you
saying?
kind of
Like,
be stuck.
yeah,
Man.
like when I feel hella like sluggish, like you know what I'm saying, hella lummy and
Right.
shit. I don't like that feeling. So
Right. So it's kind of like you prefer sativa over indica then?
it varies. I like them both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna smoke anything that's fire, sativa or indica.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I say it's a balance for me. You feel me? But I just don't like when I feel like I'm not in control of my body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have to be in control. If I'm not in control, then this is not for me. You feel me? And I'm not gonna force myself to do something that I know that my body doesn't want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not that serious.
It's not.
You feel me?
It's not. It's not.
It's really not that deep.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Okay, so I got some more questions before we get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Are you into anything else? I know you say you don't like certain stuff.
Yeah, man, I'm into a whole lot
Do
of
you like
stuff.
shrooms? Do you like?
Yeah, I done shroomed before.
Can you talk about experience that you had with shrooms? You know, we hear all type of crazy stuff. I done seen this. I done seen it. Like, what was the experience for you?
Man, my first 2 shroom trips was classic. You feel me? A lot of funnies, a lot of good energy. You know, women. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But my third trip is what made me not want to do them no more because I had a bad experience.
What happened?
You
Can
feel
you
me?
talk about it?
Yeah, nah, I just was stomach was hurting. I don't know if I took bad shrooms or I ate something shady before then because I did eat like some I think I ate some Wendy's or something before I took them or something. So I don't know if it had something to do with that. Eating that poison, you feel me?
Right.
But yeah, my third trip, my stomach just was going crazy, you feel me? I was sweating hella much. I just knew it wasn't right, you feel me? And I was at my boy spot when I was going through all this shit too. I wasn't even at home, you feel me? So I had to blast all the way back to the house.
Yeah.
You feel me? Went on the toilet, took me a mean one.
Right.
And I was back, you feel me?
Right.
I was back, you feel me? Because my stomach was shady,
Yeah.
blood. I'm like, blood, it gotta be these shrooms mixed with these Wendy's or something. Like,
that kind of sound like food
back,
poisoning,
yeah,
though.
Yeah.
Think about it.
It was something, you feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, my first 2 shroom trips was classic.
Lit.
Shout out Oops. Shout out my big homie Romp, man. You feel me? Like, that's the people I took shrooms with the first time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I'm into a lot of different stuff, you know.
Right.
As long as it don't kill me, you feel me? I'm good. But
Right.
yeah, man, I'm into a lot of different stuff. You know, I'm
Like to explore a little bit.
Yeah, I like to explore. You feel me? Like, for real.
Right. You never know what you would like. Sure.
Nah, for real. Nah, G.O.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't really knock it until I try it. You feel me? Depending on what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Everything we ain't gonna try, but some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Favorite munchie food? What you eating when you get high? You be like, man, I'm over here loaded. I'm hungry as hell.
I know a lot of people like to eat sweets, but I'm not really no big sweet eater.
Really?
So, man, what do I like to eat when I'm high, bud? Probably just DoorDash me something like, Cause I like all type of food. My favorite food is seafood. You feel me? I love seafood. I love Italian food. I love Mexican food. I love Peruvian food, Jamaican food.
You say you a foodie?
Yeah, I'm a foodie. I rock with food. I rock with food. I like good food. I be catting off sometime. You know, I have my cheat days and stuff. But I don't know. Like, I'm a big potato head, so I eat a lot of potatoes too. You
fries.
feel me? Like fries and shit. Red potatoes,
so
baked potatoes, you know, mashed potatoes. So, man, I'll probably give me some like, I'll probably give me some seafood or something.
Seafood.
Yeah, some seafood, quick little catfish,
Oh,
prime.
Going crazy.
You feel me?
Especially if you high.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Off the dribble, yeah. I'll give me some seafood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming out and rocking with us outside and the vibes and the nature
Off
and
the
shit
dribble,
like that.
smooth location.
Man, we got a legend in the building once again. Young Bari fucking with us, man.
Lottery out right now, you know what I'm saying?
Go slap that.
Go get that new single produced by Drew Banger, man. Shia, Mobby Miles, the brother Mob, we here.
We out.